So hey guys, so welcome to another Warframe video, and today we're gonna take a look at the Grineer hand cannon, the Brakk. Now first of all, to get the Brakk hand cannon, you will have to fight the Grineer assassination squad, the Goose Track 3, because the blueprint drops from Vemtabuk, barrel drops from Shiktal, and the receiver drops from Likta. Now there are two ways you can do this, and the choice is yours. You can either wait for Barakatier to bring the assassination beacon, so you can buy the Goose Track 3 beacons and simply summon them into a mission, or you have to support the Corpus and fight against the Grineer in invasion missions to a point where the Grineer get pissed and send them after you. And if you want to do it this way, it's very much recommended to do it in a party, because if you have 4 people and all 4 of them are marked by the Goose Track 3, they are much more likely to show up than if you're doing it alone. Now, if you look at the stats of the Brakk, you will understand why people call it the hand cannon. So first of all, you can get it as soon as you can because it's mastery rank 0, and it is a semi-automatic secondary shotgun. It does 150 damage per shot, 67.5 out of which is impact, 37.5 is puncture, and 45 is slash. You can fire up to 5 rounds every second with 5 rounds in the magazine, which would be pretty bad if it wasn't for the awesome reload time of only 1 second. It also fires 10 pellets with every shot, and it has 2 polarities, a dash and a V. Now, since the Brakk doesn't really favor any of the physical damage types, it is pretty good against all the factions, and it works really well against the Corrupted because they have fleshier units, they have armored units, shielded units, and they have machinery. However, it is a shotgun, so at long ranges it isn't very effective because A, the pellet spread is going to be way too big, and also the damage fall-off means that the farther the enemy is from you, the less damage you're going to do to them. But I don't think that's too much of a downside because this is a shotgun, so the best thing you can do with it is simply run up to the enemy, jam it down their throat, and then click as fast as you can. Because if you put lethal torrent on the Brakk, it's gonna fire as fast as you can click your mouse. Now, the build I went for with the Brakk is a very beefy 5 Forma build, and what I did with that Forma is added 4 Vs and 1 dash. And the mods I'm using are Hornet Strike for more damage, Battle Diffusion for more multi-shot, Lethal Torrent for fire rate and multi-shot, Primed Pistol Gambit for more critical chance, and Prime Target Cracker for critical damage. And finally, to top it off, I'm using 3 elemental mods based on the faction I'm going up against, and for me, most of the time, it's going to be Convulsion and Pathogen rounds for corrosive damage, and Primed Heated Charge for a buttload of heat damage. And the budget build for the Brakk is very simple, just replace the primed mods with their regular counterpart. Now please bear in mind that my primed mods are not maxed yet, so the weapon can do more damage than you can see in the video. Now, I decided to take the Brakk with corrosive and heat damage into today's Grineer sortie. Now, please bear in mind that in high-level Grineer missions, most of the enemies have alloy armor, so they're not weak to corrosive damage, they're weak to radiation. And it didn't really matter, because a quick burst to the face killed pretty much everything. I couldn't really find a downside for the Brakk outside of the way of getting it, because I do know some people that are mastery rank 21 and they still don't have it. I mean, even the 10% status chance works in your favor because you're firing so fast and you're firing so many pellets that the chance of staggering an enemy with an impact proc is ridiculously high. And if you're good at closing gaps and shooting the enemy square in the face, the amount of damage this can do is amazing. And if that's still not enough, the weapon is really fun to use. First up, the sound. I absolutely love it. I love the sound, and it also has the right amount of kick, because weapons can either have not enough kick and they feel weak, or they have too much kick and they're really hard and annoying to use. And the Brakk absolutely nailed it for me. So what else is there to say? It is a mastery rank 0 weapon, it can be pretty hard to get if you get unlucky, it's incredibly powerful even if you don't have primed mods. Of course, primed mods are gonna help, but if you don't have them, it's still gonna do more than enough damage for the star chart, and it's really fun to use. So if you were thinking about maybe getting the Brakk, go for it, it is definitely worth it. And that's pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching, as always, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.